So our next event on the track is our boys under 11 1500m final. This is event 203. We do have a record watch on this one here. Fortunately, we are waiting for a time connection with the clock, so might even just do my best I can to give you some timing at the moment. So just to confirm, we had been running without a clock yesterday, which was incredibly difficult, but we've made some steps to fix that, and we'll be hoping to bring to you some clock splits as well of races throughout the day very soon. So this one being a record watch, I am going to try and give you some splits. You will hear the splits as they come through the finish line space, especially for the leading athletes.
On your mark.
So Often Racing, we'll introduce field to you now. Young man just making charge there and getting his way to the front. Very clever move. From station 1, we have Bo from Warrnambool, 2 James from Box Hill, 3 Marcus from Moorabbin, 4 Harrison from Warrnambool, 5 George from Williamstown, 6 Brody from Cranbourne, 7 William from Sandringham, 8 Antonio from Keilor, 9 William from Southern Peninsula, 10 Edward from Doncaster, 11 Deshaun from Werribee, 12 Zane from Chelsea, 13 Callum from Camberwell Malvern, 14 Ollie from Cockatoo, 17 Isaac from Werribee, 18 Eddie from Chelsea, 19 Mason from Wodonga, 20 Henry from Geelong, 21 Charles from Chelsea, 22 Cooper from Ballarat, 23 Asher from Seaford, and 24 Jack from Coburg. So just give you some shot. That's James out in front at the moment, closely followed by William from Sandringham. And I believe they're in that group as well is Brody from Cranbourne sitting in third. Moving up on the outside, our Keilor athlete in Antonio. Now, Antonio ran a great race yesterday in his 800, so he picked up a bronze yesterday, and he's in actual fact the third fastest qualifier. So the pace a little bit too slow at this stage for some of them, the boys. So we'll just see if we can get some vision there of who that leader is. So the athlete there from Sandringham, William, is sort of starting to say, I want to run this race at my pace. James, I'm not too sure if you want to come with me. But James, conscious, you can see him sort of checking out his peripheral vision at the moment of the athletes moving in and around him as well. So that's Brody there from Cranbourne, just saying, not my pace either, so I'm just going to push this up. And also that of Marcus from Moorabbin. Now, James actually ran a great race at Region. He ran a 4:35 at Region, so he's going to be really smart about the tactics that he has in this. So he won't let that lead group get away too far. And if he doesn't like the pace and he wants to set it to himself, which he generally does, he's a front runner normally in these age group races, he'll start to take charge of this race and move forward. Athlete moving up into the group there. Also a bit of a change of lead right now. Now that's Jack from Coburg. So Jack from Coburg said, let's switch this pace up a little bit. Marcus is going with him now as well. So Marcus has sort of said, I'm going to play leader now. So it's a little bit of cat and mouse at the moment between the boys. Marcus followed by Jack, followed by James. And then we've got Brody from Cranbourne there as well. Deshaun from Werribee starting to move up in and around this group. So this is a really, really clever race here. It's going to come down to some endurance and also speed base towards the end, because these boys are switching and changing and adjusting the pace constantly. So it's going to take a clever and smart runner at such a young age to be able to really execute this race perfectly. So you can see on the outside now as well from that group, there's another athlete mixing it about into the group, and that's Harrison from Warrnambool. Harrison comes in with a time a little bit slower than the others, but he definitely wants to come amongst it all as well. So passing the camera now, we've got our Chelsea athlete, we've got Isaac from Werribee, we have Cooper from Ballarat. But back to that lead group at the moment, it is Jack from Coburg as they come around into that front straight. James moved back up into second right now. And Marcus also there on the inside up against the rail. So it's Jack, Marcus and James at the moment. They're coming into the bell. This is going to be a quick last lap. Time's around about 3:33 or so at this stage. So James is starting to make a kick. He's going to chase Marcus down, and he's going to have a bit of speed behind him, James. James was actually seated in one of the fastest 200-metre races yesterday as for the final, but he did scratch. So he's reserved himself here today for a little bit more of a kick. So he's going to wind these boys down and really break away if he can. So Marcus still sitting in second. We've got Jack in third. Fourth looks like at the moment our athlete from Warrnambool. So running a great race is Harrison from Warrnambool at the moment. He's still trying to grab onto that group, and moving up as well than our Keilor athlete Antonio. He had a great finish yesterday in the 800. So he's going to try and chase these boys down just to see if anyone gets spat out the back of that front group. So striding away, James mentioned it before, he's got a great speed base behind him as well, and his endurance level is top notch. So he's almost opened this up by about 20 metres from the boys at the moment. Mark is still sitting in second. He'll have some speed behind him. Jack may sort of tie in this instance here, but we'll see how he goes. So it is James. What an absolutely fantastic run. He probably comes across the line in about a 4:39 or so. Marcus will come across the line in second. We'll have Jack in third. Then we'll have the athlete from Warrnambool, Harrison, closely followed by Antonio, Cranbourne, Werribee is Ashan, Sandringham, that was William, who was a bit of an earlier leader in the piece. Then we've got our athlete from Southern Peninsula, Doncaster, Williamstown. Our second Doncaster athlete, Chelsea, Isaac from Werribee, Cooper from Ballarat, Zane from Chelsea, Callum from Camberwell, Malvern, and some really strong and brilliant finishes there. Just the one athlete to come now. About 100 metres left to go, so he's running well. He's probably just coming past around about the 70-metre line now.
I knew he was coming too.
So that's Mason from Wodonga. So a super effort from Mason, a big long drive for him it would have been no doubt this weekend. All the way from Wodonga out to Knox. So fantastic effort there for under 11 boys in event 203, the 1500-metre final.